Persistence, in my opinion, is an important factor as a landscape photographer. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? We head out to a location with a particular image in mind. However, the conditions don't always play ball in achieving the results that we're after. It means we've got two choices. We can either give up or we can try again. You can naturally guess which option I'm going with in the early hours of this morning. I'm heading out to a location with one particular shot in mind, one that I've already tried to capture in the past beforehand. Whenever I'm out with the camera taking images, I'm always thinking of the bigger picture. Could the shot that I'm capturing look even more stunning in better light? Could the shot be improved if there was low-hanging mist, for example? Take 3 of my trips to London thus far this year. I went out to Greenwich Park aiming to capture a sunrise, lighting up the skyscrapers in the background. I didn't quite get the results that I was after that particular day, but I went back to separate locations in London, trying again and again to capture the city skyline from different vantage points, right up until the point where I succeeded. And even still, it won't stop me returning to Greenwich Park in the future as I look to capture the initial image I was always after in the first place. So I'm walking in the dark this morning out to a spot on the Kent coast. I remember coming out here 2 years ago to capture this image for the very first time. It was an image that actually took 2 years in the planning. See, this isn't an easy location out on the Kent coast to come out to. It's down a deep rutted road. It's easier to leave the car a bit further back, and there's other factors, there's other elements that make capturing the image difficult, which I'll talk about further. However, I remember being really pleased with capturing that first effort, but I remember looking back on Lightroom. I thought to myself, this is a great image, it's one of my favourite images I've ever captured. But you know what, if I can capture this shot during a beautiful sunrise, I might even be able to yield better results. So I came back out here 1 year ago, hoping to get that sunrise, a sunrise that never materialised. Not in the way that I hoped, at least. It means that I'm back out here once again. I know full well that my persistence won't let this lie, and I'll keep coming out here until I achieve what I'm after. As you can tell from the images that I've already shared in this video, our subject today is this beautiful wreck left abandoned on the banks of the river however many years ago. And this is a difficult image to capture, especially if I want to combine high tide and sunrise, like what I'm hopefully going to be able to achieve today. We've already got the high tide, which is ideal because we want the water to surround, we want the water to envelop our subject, this beautiful wreck, to be able to achieve the long exposure. The one advantage I have with my long exposure this morning is the lack of sunlight. At the moment it's still quite dark. We've got some beautiful light happening over off towards the right, so I'm hoping that's going to materialise even more into a beautiful sunrise. We've maybe got a little bit too much cloud cover to get the results I'm really hoping to achieve. But no matter, I'm fully going to take advantage of this scene that I'm presented with in the early hours of this morning. And like I say, I've got the advantage of having no sunlight at the moment, which is ideal for working with long exposures. It means that with the camera on the tripod, I can have the ISO at 100, I can set the aperture to f16, make the aperture even darker, so I let even less light in, meaning that I've got to slow the shutter speed even more to get the perfect exposure. It means that I can take all these shots at the moment without having to rely on ND filters, which I've got in my bag. Of course, hopefully won't have to use those until at least the sun starts to rise. Now we've potentially got our sunrise light, which is great for the shot that I've got in mind, especially as it reflects off the water. It's beautiful out here this morning. However, the sunrise light, that's only one half of the shot that I'm trying to capture out here today. High tide is the other half. It's nicely enveloping the water at the moment, although I do know for a fact that the tide is on the way out. I've only got these conditions in terms of the high tide for the next 45 minutes, for the next hour, which is fine because sunrise, I think it's in about the next 20, 30 minutes. So it should all come together nicely, because when that tide starts to recede a little bit too much, we'll lose that enveloping, we'll lose that kind of aspect of it being surrounded by the water. So at the moment, all I can really do is sit here, wait, keep my fingers crossed and hope. And hopefully I'll be able to share something quite special in a minute. Okay, so I'm not sure if I quite got the image that I was looking to obtain this morning. The sunrise just didn't quite carry across like what I was hoping it would do. But all that means is that I've just got to come out here again in the future, and it's a beautiful stretch of the river. I've just gone for a little bit of a walk just to see what else I could find this morning. It's a beautiful day. Why not stretch my legs? And yeah, there's been some beautiful images across the river. It's been beautifully still. There's not an ounce of wind in the air. It's got this lovely calm reflection on the water. It's been quite beautiful, really. And I'll share some of those shots that I've hopefully been able to capture up on screen. However, equally, I think this is where I'm going to bring today's video to a close. Remember, persistence. If you want a shot bad enough, do not give up trying to get it. I hope this video, though, has been useful. But until next week, you take care. And from me, it's goodbye.